Phase member calls Dan Clancy to have a Twitch ban reversed. We can comment on this one real quick. So this guy was streaming, and his account got hacked, and someone started streaming bad stuff, and he got banned. And then, what happened then?
That's what she said. Yeah, I just made the boss call to Dan.
Oh, you called Dan Clancy?
The man, bruh.
Oh, what? There you go.
He said
You got it. The direct line to the CEO?
Yeah, no, I called him. He was like, did someone get suspended?
No, he didn't.
He didn't even know. He didn't know what was going on. He was like, did someone get suspended? I'm like, how did you know?
Oh, wait, that is crazy. Wait. So he'll be straight. You just put in a word with the boss.
Actually unbanned? Bro, how am I getting baited this bad? How am I getting baited this bad? Oh!
He's back.
Yes! Yes, good shit, man. Good shit. Freed! Freed! Let's go.
So Dan Clancy was able to get this guy unbanned within 5 minutes, but somehow forgot about Israel for an entire year, which is pretty funny if you think about it. Right? Because it's like this one streamer getting banned for streaming porn, I'm on it right away, instantly. But an entire country getting banned? Leave that shit on red for a year. Not good. Okay. Well, anyways, this is it. You see this guy? These guys got unbanned, like, instantly. But the best part, this guy, I can't put my finger on this motherfucker. This Zach Bussy guy.
Sorry. There's no way that's really his.
Yeah, but I like calling him Zach Bussy.
Oh, okay.
But look at him. I can't put my finger on if Zach Bussy is in the pocket of Twitch or is the people's champion against Twitch. Because sometimes he does omega sweeping actions for Twitch, but then he comes out and says, why bother with appeals when you can just call the head of trust and safety? For years, Twitch has been accused of uneven application of rules and favoritism. Well, now it's just overt in public. This is Zach
I can
Bussy.
write my appeal now. I just noticed. It's up.
How funny will it be when you get unbanned? But I am banned forever off of Twitch right now. Okay? Listen, we don't go on Twitch on principle.
You haven't even appealed, have you?
There is no appeal for me.
How is there no appeal?
There's no appeal for me.
I can't tell if you're speaking metaphorically or...
Well, I'll tell you later. There is no appeal.
What happens if you go to appeals.twitch.tv?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. What's the loophole for permabanning somebody if you delete your information from the site?
Well...
There must be some way for them to like keep you permabanned, but then they would have to store information about you, which might, I don't know if that's violated.
Well, their terms of service basically states that they only are legally required to delete certain information about people.
Oh, okay, like something like that. Okay.
Right, and also technically in the United States, if you're a U.S. resident, they don't have to delete all about you. All they have to do is follow their own rules saying what they will delete about you if they're there. But things that are required for continued business knowledge are things that they don't have to delete. So
why do you think Florida like restricted access to, right?
I noticed that recently.
Why? How do you think that places like Twitter or Reddit get around this? I can understand like smaller sites that are like, oh, these regulations, like we're small enough we fly under the radar. But places like Reddit and Twitter, why don't they have?
I think the reason that well, first off, I would say the reasoning is that exclusively focused on that content versus Twitter and Reddit being not exclusively focused on it. Like having like you wouldn't ban email because I can send you adult content or subscribe to an adult content newsletter, right? That would be stupid because that's not the primary purpose of what that is.
Sure, but there's not like public postings of on email.
Well, would you ban news groups where there could be public postings of?
Not that like a news group, sure, maybe, yeah.
Well, but news groups are like kind of like old forums. Would you ban forums if there was a specific category of the forum? Would you ban Discord?
If they were like not safe for work categories, then yeah, you'd say you can't serve content here to these websites or whatever.
I don't know.
States or whatever. Right?
Here's the thing. I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble believing that it's legal to do what all these states are doing, and I'm wondering.
What do you mean legal? How?
Well, I don't know if you can restrict access to by like from a state basis like that. I don't know. It feels weird. I haven't seen anything like that. Like I've seen like I'm okay with the are you 18? Yes to continue. I don't think I'm okay with the dox yourself to continue thing. Right? I think that's too much.
Will this be, where's the piece go at? Will this be rational basis or intermediate scrutiny? The state would just have to provide, for a rational basis, the state just needs to say like, oh, well, we can restrict this right because it's, like obviously it's good not to have kids looking at porn. Or I don't know if like blocking access to pornography would be like a bigger right in the United States, that there would be like a higher level of scrutiny to see if it would survive.
You know the issue with banning porn?
What?
Who's going to be the guy who comes out and says, hey, unban the
Bro.
This is
well, also the thing is too, it's not that they ban. It's just they made it so that you have to submit an ID to a website in order to view it. And some websites have decided that they don't want to do that type of ID verification, right?
Yeah, no shit. Because if they get hacked, holy shit. Imagine like having a porn account and it's like DJ Clancy 999 and that's your porn account and everyone can see what you've watched. And that would be mental.
Sure, although I mean they don't. That was like the worst example ever, but because that was something that wasn't signed up with an ID thing. That was just the name of the account, right?
Yeah.
And technically there are ID verification systems that don't require you to sign up or store your information with the site. Like I think that there's like third-party ways you can verify it or whatever. So
yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know how I feel. I'm actually, I do know how I feel. I'm disappointed. And also I know that it's never going to get reversed because no one wants to be that guy who is like, hey, who wants to sign on to the stop banning bill? It's like, yeah, I want to, but not publicly, but I will sign. But the thing is, if someone just puts that vote out there, I wonder if people vote for it because nobody knows how you voted for something, right? Like, there's that many people that really just are so stupid that like, yeah, I want to make sure that you have to have my ID.
well, it's like a protecting the kids thing. So your counter argument would have to be like, I don't want sites saving my information or whatever. That would be the counter argument, right?
I've noticed that some of them just say Florida and like continue existing.
Depending on the size, yeah, you just won't care because you're imagining Florida's not going to sue you or something, maybe, sure.
Well, also, like, I think if you're not, like, what's the rule if you're not a U.S. company? Like, if you're, let's say you're based in, I don't know, Mozambique, and you're a site, like, do you really, like, I don't give a fuck about what Mozambique's laws are. Why do they have to give a fuck about what Florida's laws are?
My guess is there's nothing you can do. That'd be my guess.
Yeah. Well, that sounds
There might be some, like, international agreements, but, like, to enforce that would be almost impossible. That'd be my
so
guess.
that's the solution. Just needs to incorporate in Mozambique.
Yeah, but the serving content over there would probably be a nightmare. Your speeds would be lower. The hosting would be more expensive.
Just the company needs to be based there, right?
Well, no, because I imagine you could probably bring, assuming there's some kind of like action to sue people who are violating these rules. If the servers are in the United States, you could sue those like service areas, right? Would be my guess. But